You'll join us here at the Harwich Sea Festival, which has been organised by the Rotary Club. As you can see, there are loads of people coming and more expected. Great day as well, so it's really great, and we're going to be interviewing some of the lifeboat crew who actually volunteer on a day in day out basis, and also towards the end of the day there's going to be a special demonstration, so do keep viewing. Dan, who is one of the volunteers here at Harwich Lifeboat Station. Dan's going to show us around one of the lifeboats, which is the main lifeboat. So over to you, Dan. Whereabouts are we at the moment?
We're in the survivors cabin on board a 7 class all-weather lifeboat. The survivors cabin is where we bring people once they've been rescued. They can be strapped safely into the seats. The seats in the middle here also fall flat. We can lay those flat, we can put stretchers on top, they're locked down onto the eyelets, and you have 2 stretcher bays there. That leads us really onto the forward cabin here, where we have the orange basket stretcher. We also have Neil Robertson, which is stowed over here. That allows us to extract people from confined spaces, so they end up strapped very nice and tightly in there. We also have, inside here, we have a ladder up to the foredeck. Saves us taking the stretcher all the way through the vessel and out. When we're conducting helicopter operations or launching our daughter craft, the Y-class inflatable that we carry on top of the wheelhouse, we also all have to wear the gecko protective helmets. Sometimes weather conditions dictate also that we have to wear the gecko protective helmets, so they're all here. Don't have to remember to bring those with us. They're exactly the same as what we wear on the inshore lifeboat. The other thing we have forward here is engineering spares. So if we have a problem at sea, the mechanic can make some repairs there and then. Spare fire hose. We don't fight fires as such. Generally, the firefighting equipment is to save ourselves, and also if we need to keep the fire back in order to take somebody off a vessel. But once we've done that, that's as much as we do. Okay, Dan, so what's in the room behind us at the moment? Okay, well here we have the tank space where we use for controlling the fuel. So when we're refuelling the lifeboat, we can control which tank we fill first. We have 2 tanks on board, so obviously the tank we're filling first, that needs to be the side opposite to the side we're filling from. Otherwise the vessel goes over too far and the fuel won't flow the right way. Beyond that we have the engine room, twin Caterpillar engines in there. Generally at sea all of this remains shut. We can monitor the engine room, the mechanic can monitor all of that from the wheelhouse. If it comes to it, he will come down here and he can be monitored on CCTV from the wheelhouse for his safety.
Now Dan's going to take us around the after cabin.
Okay, well here in the after cabin we've got a seat for the doctor. We don't generally always carry a doctor. It'll only be certain cases where they think, and if time permits, to actually get hold of a doctor you're going to take with you. Bench seat over to the side here. The back of the bench seat will actually come up and that will then form 2 stretcher bays there. Various equipment stored below, including first aid equipment, oxygen, Entonox, and the lifting strops for when we're taking somebody out of the water.
Is Entonox what? Is like laughing gas?
Pain relief. Yeah, it's pain relief. Only certain people get it. The crew that administer it have to go through full casualty care training in order to do so.
Now Dan's going to take us around the wheelhouse.
Okay, we're here in the wheelhouse. Person on the helm, sit over here. We've got controls of the vessel. The controls are actually replicated up top as well, up on the flying bridge. So if the coxswain needs better visibility, control can be transferred up there. He can take it from there. Crew seats behind. We have pan tilt zoom camera on board for recording rescue footage. We use that then for the media and also for training. Quite a lot of value in looking at what went on and how you can improve it next time. The centre seat here, generally for the coxswain, he has overall say on the vessel, so he'll have a good overview from here of what's going on. VHF set. We work our way around. As you can see, we have radar there, chart plot over there. Also carry the paper charts. You can't always rely on the electronics. And coming round further, differential global positioning system, and a further chart plot. That also has surveying capability, so we can actually carry out a survey of what's on the seabed below us. Now, going slightly further back, we have the mechanics panel. The mechanic can keep an eye on the engines from there. You can monitor the various things he needs to log on his log sheet. He also does the majority of the radio communications, particularly with the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard are the people that give us our tasking and coordinate the search.
I'm joined in the engine room by both Dave and Wes. Dave is the full-time mechanic for the station, and Wes is the volunteer mechanic assistant. So I'll leave them both to take you around the engine room.
Thank you. This is the engine room on a 7-class lifeboat. Each of these engines, when they were brand new in 1999, cost £96,000 a piece. So you can buy a small bungalow for that. These engines will be replaced within the next 4 years because the RNLI has just started on a re-engining programme costing £22 million. We will be going over to Mercedes Turbine Union or MTU engines, which hopefully will be fitted within the station boat within the next couple of years. I'll now hand you over to my assistant mechanic, Lee James.
Right, hiya, thank you. Yeah, I'm an assistant mechanic, do it on a volunteer basis. I work for Trinity House as a welder fabricator and do this on a retained basis. So that gives Davey his time off, what obviously he's entitled to. Studied for about 3 years to get me qualifications to obviously become a volunteer mechanic, learning all about the engines and radios and all that sort of equipment. I've been crew for just over 10 years now, and it's a great achievement to be a volunteer.
Do stay tuned, because shortly we're going to be going over this direction, which will be seeing the community stores, and speak to the RNLI about how important it is to have a life jacket on when you're at sea and some general safety advice. And towards the latter part of the day, we'll be seeing the lifeboat and the helicopter do a demonstration for us. So do keep tuned. Alex, is this your first time here?
It is, yes. It's my first time.
Are you enjoying it?
I am, yeah. Lovely weather.
Definitely, sun's been out all
Oh,
day.
yeah, definitely, yeah. Loads of people. It's good.
What about yourself? Is this your first year here?
No, I live here. We used to come every year. So it's a good turnout today, and the weather's right because we've had so much rain.
By Shirley and Mark now, who has come for a few years now. So, how's today? Are you enjoying today?
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Weather can be better.
Definitely. What about yourself? Are you enjoying yourself as well?
Yes, yeah.
Excellent. Have you learned anything about the boats today, or have you had a chance to go and see any of the?
We've been on a big one down there, yeah, the old barge, the Thames barge, yeah, that's nice.
But it's just nice just to see all the boats out on display.
Definitely. And most importantly, it's really good to see the RNOI come out today.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic to support them and be part of it today.
Especially, so every single year this happens. It's really good for the community to get together and to raise loads of cash for the charity. Well, I'm here with Terry, who is the Sea Safety Officer for Harwich Lifeboat Station. And Terry is going to show us how to fit a life jacket and the importance of wearing life jackets, which is effective.
Indeed. Our role in the lifeboat service is prevention. We talk to boat users about what they intend to do and give them advice on equipment to have and training and so on. And wearing of life jackets is very key to us. This particular design, you wear it like a waistcoat. So,
shall I put it on?
Yep, put it on.
Oh, it's not very heavy, really. It's good.
No, it's fairly lightweight. It will zip him up. If I may.
Just don't throw me in the water.
No? Oh, well, that's no good. Right, if you could pass that back to me.
So this goes up to front.
Go. Now, when we're talking about fitting, we should only be able to get a fist in there, so that's a bit loose actually, but I'll quickly tighten him up. And this should only go up a couple of inches, that's not too bad. Now that should look after you. Whether it's going to work or not.
Whoa!
Not quite got there, but
that's very hard. Yeah.
There you go, one life jacket. Now all we've got to do is jump over and just... we do life jacket clinics with boat users, and nationally we find that about a third of the life jackets wouldn't actually work. Gas cylinders are either being let off and haven't been replaced, or they're unscrewed, the thing just leaks, and so on. So that's quite a high figure of faulty life jackets that exist. We also have a look out once a year, and we find about 56% of the boating public now are wearing life jackets, and it's a figure that's gone up each year for the last 5 or 6 years since we've been doing the study, because the message is wear a life jacket until it's safe not to. I mean, there's other message, right? You know, this can save your life, but only if you're wearing it, and things like that.
Is a life jacket, are they expensive?
No, I mean, one of the answers, that's good, it's finally got there. And I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Sorry, you got this life jacket, are they expensive?
Oh yes. One response to that is, how much is your life worth? But they start from about £50 and they go upwards. I mean, there are the top of the range models, a couple £100. But something around £100. I mean, they're all built to the same standard. I mean, this is a very well worn and well used jacket we just used for demonstration. That would have set the original buyer about £50. But that will look after you when you fall in the water. What we're particularly concerned about is the instant you go in the water, that water is a lot colder than you think. Particularly on a day like this, which is now actually quite warm. So the actual effect of going in that water really grips you, and your breathing rate will speed up, and you're trying to breathe more and more air in. But you're floating in the water, and your mouth and nose is at water level. So when you're gasping for breath, you're just going to suck water in, and you're starting to drown. And if you're going to have a heart attack, it's that first 5 minutes of being in the water. Once you've got used to it, you watch the temperature and think, actually, I'm floating, my life jacket's doing what it's supposed to be doing. You start to relax, the old heart starts to slow down, and you think, okay, now how am I going to get myself out of this problem?
In regards to the life jacket, is it one size that fits all?
Basically, yes.
So they're for children as well?
Well, there are children's life jackets, so there are only small ones. But once you get into the adult range, it's one size. You just adjust the straps to make them fit. And basically, we all weigh about the same when we're in the water. Some people come to you, that's 175 Newton life jacket. Some people say, no, I'm going to have a 275. And we say, no, you don't need that. It's going to be a very bulky product. You're not going to be able to move when you're in the water. Because a 20 stone person and a 10 stone person, when they're in the water, actually the difference in weight is not, because we as people have got buoyancy in us already. So adult ones, one size does fit all. If you're really, really tubby, you may need to go back to the manufacturer and have the strap widened, but the actual cylinder itself will support you. Yeah.
I really do appreciate it, Terry, so thank you for your time. And as Terry says, a life jacket is a lifesaver, so it's really worth that initial expense, and it will last for a very long time. Thank you for your time, and as I say, you are a volunteer, so please keep up the good work.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
Everyone's getting ready for the surprise at 4 PM today, so stay tuned and we can see what the surprise is.
They won't leave you. Right, so that's distress to say they fell in the water. Someone help us. Yeah? Here comes There they are, look. You see two? Don't know which one's deep though, do you? Are they in the water yet? Yeah, they're there, look where the flare was. See? There's two.